What's up? I'm Benny Obscene, and this is the family PW80. And I say family because everybody loves ripping this thing. Even Mrs. Obscene rips this around the yard. The kids love hopping on it, our friends love hopping on it, and because it takes so much abuse, it needs a little bit of work. So that's what I'm focused on today, doing a little bit of rehab here on the PW80. First things first, what I want to do is actually change out the gearing to go from the factory 15-tooth sprocket to this 13-tooth sprocket. And what that'll do is just give us a little bit better acceleration right now, especially for grown-ups and small adults like myself. We're obviously just too big for this little kid dirt bike. And what happens is the gearing, it's a three-speed. So first gear, we run through that, no problem. But the bike spends most of its life in second gear. And just due to the nature of the backyard here, it kind of bogs down a little bit in the low RPM of second gear. So I'm hoping that the smaller sprocket here will pep that up a little bit and keep us in that natural two-stroke power band. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this up in the air, start tearing it down, and get into it. The other thing I want to do while I've got this apart is change out the tires. I actually slid out the other day, hurt my knee, so these are about due. And as I look even closer, they're probably about 20 or so years old, pretty crappy, they're done. So the new tires are on the way. I'm going to go ahead and get these off. And so I actually struggled with the first one a little bit, and that's why I was glad I did the first one before filming, and now I guess I kind of have it figured out a little bit better. The trick that I kind of, I don't know if I would call it learn, but is to just get the bead pressed down on one side and get it lubed up a little bit. As you can see, I don't really have the right tools for this, which is also complicating things. Alright, so that was definitely a battle, but as you can see, well worth it, as these guys are just spent. Back at it, got our fresh tires. These have been sitting out in the sun a little bit too, so they're nice and soft. We'll go ahead and get these mounted up. Alright, so we finally got these tires on. Let's get them back on the bike so we can ride this thing. So no big surprise, the chain is way too loose here because we went down so small in the front. This is obviously super loose. I've tried to adjust it here. I've brought it back as far as we can go to try and tighten this up, but it's still super loose. So I think maybe I'm gonna have to pull a link out of this chain here. All right, she's all back together. The last step is with the bike down on the ground and sitting level with no rider on it. You want to make sure that your chain play is about a ½ inch on like the top part. So just double check that, adjust as necessary, and then we'll go for a rip.